Hello, we're back with another episode review. This time reviewing episode 2 of It, Welcome to Derry. You have to forgive me, I don't know all the characters' names, so I have the screen in the background in case I do need to use it for reference. So I'm going to talk about a character, and then some of the plot points, and then my thoughts on that. And then that's just how we're just going to do this review. So without further ado, let's get right into it. First, I'm going to talk about Lily. Lily kind of annoyed me this episode. This episode definitely wasn't as gory as the previous episodes, but in the piss me off scale, it was a solid 10, and for that, I am very enjoyable. So I understand that she's a kid. I get it. But she did tell a lie at the expense of her relationship with Ronnie. But then also Ronnie's dad, I think his name was Hank. Why would you do that? First off, you didn't back her up. Granted, you didn't say that Ronnie's dad did it, but you didn't say he didn't do it. You know, type shit. It's like with the Gunner situation, you know. It's like he said, hey, it ain't my gun. There's two people in the car, but it ain't my gun. You know, type shit. Like, you know what? Like, you kind of insinuated. You didn't say, but you know. So the moment she's like, hey, could you advocate for me? Could you speak up for me? Like, you're supposed to be my friend. Could you tell them what you saw? Because now they acting like I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. Like, it's my dad on the line, and she's a kid, but she's really advocating for her dad and her father. So I really respect that. She really standing on business. And then Lily, with her little white ass, she gonna go to the police station. Granted, I get it. They took her. I get it. They took her. She's a kid. I get it. You don't need to be in my comments telling me she's a kid. I get it, right? Police officer lying to her and shit, talking about like, oh, you know, you can go back to this asylum, or you could say he did it, right? I get it's a different time period. Her parents should have been there. First off, like, what are you doing talking to a kid by herself? Like, what the fuck's going on? So she ended up saying, oh, Hank did it. Huh? What? And then has nerve to have her mom. And Ronnie ran down on her ass. And that's why I hope I get her name right. Let me make sure. As Veronica Ronnie. Yes. Veronica's like, you know what you did to my dad? Bring your ass down here. She didn't say that. Bring your ass down here. Talking about my dad did it. You know he didn't do shit. What do you say? If Lily took her ass down that stairs, I'm telling you, it would have been like, why would you lie like that? Like, why would you know? This could really be a reality show. I wish they had like a back, like those reality shows, like they had like the back room where people can talk shit about the cast member. I wish Veronica was in the back acting like, Lily ain't shit. I thought he was my friend. Why are you telling these white people that my dad did something that he didn't? Like it really irked me. It really irked me. But aside that with the mannerisms and shit, I'm just trying to put myself in character. But that pissed me off. And Lily ended up going to the asylum anyway. So you lied for what? Because they still gonna take your ass there anyway. Because like the whole pickle thing was gonna send her there. So I know the plot gonna develop on that end. I hope Ronnie get her dad back, but judging by the season, her dad ain't gonna ever get out, at least until the end of the season. But then also in the backdrop, you have Leroy and his wife, and then also Leroy and his son. So his son, I think, will form the new type of loser group. Hoping none of these niggas die. Leroy's wife, but then also the scene with Lily in the grocery store. It made me realize that the world surrounding Derry isn't really real. It's under the influence of Pennywise, and it has it shows that he's also able to mind control and reality bend, because everything bends to his will. Some people say like you can beat Pennywise if you're just not scared of him, but I think it far transcends that, because like when you think about her and how she stopped those white boys from beating up like that kid, and she's like, what are you doing? And everybody else is just looking at her, right? The beautiful thing about the show is because like outsider looking in, you think, oh, it's because of race. that people are treating them this way, people are looking at them, giving them odd stares. And I think that's why it's so important for this show, at least during this time period, to tell the story from the black point of view, or the point of view of some black characters in this time period, because it makes the viewer question, like, hey, is it because they're being racist, or it's because something's not right around that time period, right? So I think it could be a duality of both, because at first I was looking at it from the lens of like, they're black, the time period, you know. I'm glad that they don't butcher you over hit you over the head with the overt racism such as the N-word and stuff, but it's like, you're thinking like, okay, there's some racial undertones and whatnot, you know, but at the same time, it could be that, it should be that, given the time period, but no, it's the influence that Pennywise has on the town that they let such violence occur, and they gaslight you. They do shit under the influence of Pennywise, and then once you snap out of it, they act like you're confused, or that you do something weird. So I think it's possible that Pennywise warped reality when Lily was in that grocery store, and then changed it back. But then I also think that the reality of like that kid getting beat up, and that all the stares that she get for breaking up that fight, and that boys will be boys, is not an accident. Okay, there's something larger at play, and he's an entity far transcending the whole "I'm not scared of you" thing. Like, this dude is dangerous, and I look forward to how it will play out in the show. I also commend the smarts and intelligence that was displayed by Leroy in this episode. It was amazing how smart he was. Yeah, because not only did he find out who did it, right? That scene with the pistol, tension. I was on the edge of my seat, like, what's gonna happen? But he was able to figure it out. But then also call him out on his bullshit, like bro, who do you think I am? You hired me for this job, for this position, and of course I'm well. And why are you playing games with me like this, right? But I think they're going to show more revelations on that end, and like what they're digging up. So I like the cliffhanger with him picking up that truck. I like that Lily got her just desserts. They took her ass to the asylum anyway. So you lie for no reason. You put an innocent black man behind bars for no reason. So you got what you deserve. But yeah, I look forward to the next episode. What are your thoughts on this episode? Like, comment. Yes, comment. I actually prefer you comment more than like. Like, granted, I love the likes, but comment. I want to know what you're thinking about, right? And since you made it this far, you might as well subscribe or follow. And without further ado, that concludes my review. Jaritos are on me.